so quite a journey. So I'm originally from Manchester in the UK, and I have resided in Durban now for 12 years. And yeah, man, I think funny story. Okay, how did I get here?
How did you get
How
here?
did I get here? Well,
And being a DJ.
Played in Ibiza. As far as actually the furthest place is New Zealand, where I played. But yeah, generally all around the UK. Ibiza was always the highlight of the summer, where
Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of You Can't Shazam It podcast with your host Asana Mapolova, and I'm back. Yes, again, shout out to my camera crew, Smokey the Smokes, E-Man, Nglebo, and my ghost lady over there. And today I've got the one and only Ella Morgan presents with me in studio today. So we'd like to get to know you, Morgan.
Excellent. Thank you very much, and thank you for having me. Lovely day in Durban, as we can see. Good to be here. And
It's good to be here.
Let's do it, man.
Yes,
let's do
man.
it. Yeah.
So Morgan, we would like to get to know Morgan. Who's Morgan? Where is he from?
Cool, man. Okay, so quite a journey. So I'm originally from Manchester in the UK, and I have resided in Durban now for 12 years. And yeah, man, I think funny story. Okay, how did I get here?
How did you get
How
here?
did I get here? Well,
And being a DJ.
Yeah. So I actually studied music at university, and then I started DJing in England. Obviously, started putting on my own nights as everyone does, and it sort of grew from there. Then it got, it grew and it grew. Played in Ibiza. As far as actually the furthest place is New Zealand, where I played. But yeah, generally all around the UK. Ibiza was always the highlight of the summer, where I was lucky enough on a couple of occasions to actually spend the whole season out in Ibiza for a few years.
Is it nice?
I can't remember. I'm joking. No, it was really nice. Obviously, I mean, Ibiza's Ibiza, isn't it? So it was really, really good. And yeah, but then the majority of it, travelling festivals around England, and yeah, then I went. I sort of had a bit of a break, and I went travelling. When I went travelling for 6 months, 13 years ago, and when I got back to Manchester, I thought, I love Manchester, don't get me wrong, but I didn't want to be there anymore. And then, luckily, as God speaks, on a Thursday afternoon, I'll never forget it, I got a phone call from an old friend saying, I'm starting something up in Durban. Do you want to come over? And that was on the Thursday, and on the Sunday I was here. And
So fast.
And I've only been back 3 times since then. So yeah, this is my new home.
Welcome to Durban.
Thank you. So yeah, it's cool. It's been a journey. So I had a bit of when I got here, I didn't get straight back into the DJing. Sort of worked my way up the corporate lifestyle, and then probably about, I think it's only about 18 months ago that I thought, I miss it, man.
Let me go back.
I need to go back. So I started the same sort of thing that I did back home. I started here, where I thought, you know what, I'll put on some events.
Yes, I've been to your events.
Yes.
I won't lie. They're very nice. I enjoy getting like free mimosa, just chilling there and then buying, of course. But like your events have been the best events I've attended, especially
excellent.
at Legacy Yard, the
was a
recent
good
one.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yes,
wasn't it?
yeah,
It was
yeah,
good.
it was good.
It was a good one, man. Thank you for that. So we went. If we go back to where it started with the event, so we started at Lime Rooftop, where we did.
Champagne.
That's a lie, actually. Let me go right back. So we started off with some smaller ones. The first ones that I did were at a place called Lucky Shaker, which it's in Umhlanga, but it's a bit away. So we started off small, and then did a couple of there. Then went to a few other bars where we did it, and then I thought, you know what, we've got a good crowd. Let's go big. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first big one we did was at Lyme. It was called Summer Fiesta.
I saw that one.
Yeah, we thought, you know what, let's go big. So we had tucks in, socks, gold max, and it was rocking. Obviously,
I saw.
it was rocking. So you know, we went all out, got a full stage on the roof and everything like that, and the production just lifted up.
Extended.
Yeah, exactly. So from then on, we did another one there, and then we started the brand with my partner Provo, Champagne Air.
Champagne, yes.
Yeah, and that's our Sunday daytime event.
Brunch time.
Brunch, mimosas.
As you're right. Yeah, mimosas. Free mimosas, guys.
Yeah.
But you pay at the end, Pela, like.
Yeah, come on, you
get a complimentary drink. No, like you get a complimentary drink when you arrive, and then you get like $250 for like, I don't know, unlimited.
Unlimited. Man.
Yes,
yeah,
unlimited. $250 unlimited mimosa the whole time. So like,
it's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
I'm jealous. I don't drink. I'm jealous. So anyone who does, take advantage of it. You know, take advantage. But yeah, and you know, the Sunday vibe's the new Saturday vibe, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So we love that. We're currently in. Obviously, we've got some big things coming. December's here, yeah. So from an event standpoint, we're looking to go bigger and better, or towards the end of November, coming into December, and we'll watch this space.
I've seen.
We'll watch this space.
I've watched the space.
Yes.
So since you've been breaking into the industry, entertainment, what have been your challenges and tributes like towards it?
I think you know the challenge is probably more internal than anything. You know, I think we all know, being in the industry, that it's a difficult place to be in.
Yeah, it takes time.
And although I've got lucky enough to have experience by God's grace, it's new. It's like, what's this guy doing here? Do you know what I mean? But that being said, that's few and far between, and you just got to take it on the chin and move forward. I mean, we've got a great crew, we've got a great set of followers, and each one we do gets bigger.
Plus your
and bigger.
followers, whenever you post an event that you're there, everyone's like, even myself, I won't like, guys.
God bless you, thank you.
The fact that you post, I mean, and you always see me with my mask.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't recognize you, obviously. Yeah.
Like, I always put a mask, and I'm like, and then I stand next to you, and you'd be shocked, like, who's this? I'm like,
I know now. I know now.
Now you know who's the mask girl. Yes. So, how has the British culture influenced your creative work?
Cool. I think when it comes to the productions side of things, I mean, what I did in England is totally different to what I do now musically. Yeah. I mean, what I was playing in England was like 150 BPM. It was called hard house. You don't really get it here, but it's very like fast techno sort of vibe. So it's very, very different. But that being said, when we're in the studio, there is elements like sounds and things like that that definitely come into it. But it's night and day compared with what I did. Like hard techno and amapiano couldn't be any different, to be honest with you. But yeah, the vibe that we're creating, you know, with the amapiano, I just love it, and it's so good to see that everyone else does as well. If you look at what's happening over the past 8 months to 12 months, it's gone international. You know, it really has gone international. So you guys have created some magic, and it's just great. It's beautiful sounds. I love it. Man.
So anything you've got, Ghost Lady. Okay. So adapting to the international marketing, like, have you had like the challenges and the success between your work?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think what I did internationally previously doesn't really at this stage have any connection with what we're doing here, because obviously we're focused on growing the brand throughout South Africa. So obviously we want to be in a position eventually where, you know, God willing, we can take it, and I could, you know, by God's grace again, you know, I can lean back on the connections that I've got back to make that happen. But at the minute, we're in a position where we're just growing where we are. Yeah.
Okay, so the role of resilience in overcoming obstacles, like the obstacles you've overcome here in Durban of like working your way to the top in like music-wise, DJing? How's it been like?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I say, it has its ups and its downs. Yeah, you can, but again, it can be more internal. I mean, you can have a lot of self-doubt. You know, like what am I doing this for? Why am I doing this? But you know, then you just pray on it. You think about it, and you realise, you know, there's one reason why I do it, and it's because I love it. I love it. I mean, there's nothing better than seeing people smiling and grooving to your music, you know,
and dancing, and someone
yeah.
be next to you, like especially like I was looking at your post. I'm like, all the posts, like the crowd is just there, like all over you. Like I myself also do that to him, guys. Please forgive me. Just that when he plays, there's this thing that's like, just go next to the DJ and be like, yeah.
That's it.
For real, it's like that. Whenever Morgan, whichever event he's playing at, you'll see the crowd, they'll go next to him, and you'll be like, how? Everyone's gone, and everyone's dancing, taking out their phones. And he's also vibing in the video. Like, they tap him, like, yeah, and he's like, yeah. Like,
yeah, it's a vibe, isn't it? It's a vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe. Definitely. So, balancing creativity and business, how do you balance it?
That's a good question. So, you know, you've always got to have a work-life balance. You're always having, no matter what you do. I think definitely one major thing is having a sober mind. In the industry that we're in, you know, it's easy to get caught up in the party lifestyle. As much as, you know, I can have 3-4 gigs a weekend and still vibe and party, but being in a position where I made a life choice not to drink or anything like that, that's really helped, you know, because you wake up fresh on a Sunday and go to church, you know, and there's no better feeling, you know. And you've not...
On a Sunday you go to church?
Go to church, yeah. Go to church.
You make us dance and then you leave us and then you go to church. What is that?
While you're all babbalass, I leave you and go and pray.
Yeah. But I don't drink, so it's fine.
Good, man. So you're in the club, yeah.
Yeah.
So you understand what I'm saying, you know. It's very easy to balance it, and it's fine. It's fine if people can balance that as well. But just for me personally, I had to make a choice where, you know, it's either work and loving what you do, and sort of treat it as work as well.
Treat it like a baby.
Yes, exactly.
Like, hold it like a small, tiny baby.
Yeah. so yeah, man, that's pretty much it. That's how we balance it out.
So any recent music?
Yes, lots going on.
Lots.
Yeah, so we recently, on the 4th of this month, October, we released our first single, which is called Hala Baba.
Hala
Baba.
Yeah, that's mine. He always plays it, so it's like
cool, man. Nice, respect, man.
Yeah. So he always plays, so I know. Like when you released it, I was like, download.
Yeah.
Same time. So I was like, yeah.
Thank you so much, man. So that's out on all major platforms at the moment. We have a schedule to have another 2 out before the end of the year. We're actually finishing the second one. We just need to do a few tweaks and add some vocals tomorrow. So back in the studio with my boys Teo and Rock T, who we're collaborating.
Yes.
On for this project. So yeah, man, we just want to grow it. We've got a really, really good one. I'm very, very excited. It's an absolute banger. It's not got a name yet, though. So
why?
Because it's not finished.
Oh. Name it the studio.
Yeah. So we're finishing that tomorrow, and yeah, I hope as soon as that's finished, we'll send it to the distribution company, and we hope that it will be out in the next 4 weeks.
That's good.
So yeah.
So any future plans?
Yeah, but lots of plans. I mean, obviously, it's the season to be jolly, so the gigs are flying in at the moment.
I saw.
Yeah, so I'm really blessed and thankful for everyone for that. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next couple of months. We've got some big events as well that I'm part of in Umzinkulu.
There's this lounge you go to.
Yes.
Is it social or
Unity Social Lounge?
Unity Social Lounge?
Yeah,
Yes, in
so
Mzimkhulu.
it's so cool to get out and, you know, the vibe out there. If you get a chance, you need to come. So we've got some very, very exciting things coming up there. And yeah, over and above that, all the gigs around here as well that are coming in. But, you know, December, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy. Yeah. So are we getting more mimosas? Or?
You'll be getting plenty more mimosas, yeah. It's a champagne air.
You're still going to do a champagne air?
Definitely coming back over.
Maybe do 2 or 3, you know. Keep us in.
Yeah,
you know, don't leave us out, because
there's too much of a gap, isn't there? You're right, man.
Yeah, you must after like maybe 2 months, you know, you must bring it back so that people can get used to it.
We need it. We definitely need it regularly. You're right. Yeah, so that's what we're aiming to do. So Champagne M will be moving to a regular event. So, you know, the feedback's been amazing. So rather than just doing pop-ups, we want to do it more regular.
Yeah.
So that's
so that
exciting.
people can be like consistent.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
The consistency does count.
It does, man. It does.
So what made you love SA culture?
Wow, that's a great question. So I fell in love with the place as soon as I got here. You know, the people are really, really friendly. I love the music. So, and yeah, it's just warm, man. And literally, it's warm. If you go to Manchester, it wouldn't be like this. It would not be like this at all. Because in November, it's the opposite way round. So our summer back home in England is like June, July time, and your summer here is obviously now. Yeah. So if we were in England now, we'd all have about 3 coats on. Yeah, it'll be freezing. So that's a big part, and I just love it. I mean, living by the beach, it's just amazing. It's, you know.
You live by the beach?
No, I don't live by the beach, but you know, it's 5-10 minute walk. You can go to the beach, you know, and you're happy, aren't you? You know.
So you're doing piano music this side, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Like, I want to know the first song that made you love piano.
Whoo!
The
first song. What got me into it? You know what? I think it was Uncle Waffles. I honestly do, yeah. When she started vibing, I was like, right.
Which song?
Then you started that one. You know that one. So what is it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So when I first, because I was playing when we first started doing the events, I was playing more like Afro house and stuff, and then I got into amapiano, and then I started going back, obviously, and listening to. You know, everything. A lot of private school when I started. But now, sort of my biggest, you can tell that the way that amapiano is evolving, it's coming into it has its own like subgenres now within it. So obviously you've got private school, and then you've got it's not. You know, do you know that log drum, man? I just love it. I love it. Anything with a log drum right now, I love it. I love it, man. So
you're obsessed with the log drum.
I am, man. You know, you need to have that bang, yeah. So yeah, mate. I mean, it's just a vibe. It really is. It's all good, man.
Okay, my last question.
Last question.
You love SA culture. Being in different provinces, which one do you think like is the more vibe?
More vibe. I like Joburg. Joburg's cool. Joburg is cool. But Durban's obviously home. You know what I mean? So
we've welcomed him in Durban, so please, this man.
You know. So Cape Town, obviously, but it's different, isn't it? You can all 3. If you look at the main provinces, you know, Cape Town, Joburg, and Durban, they're all totally different.
Yeah.
They are totally different. I do like Joburg, but you don't get the 3-day parties that you get in Durban, do you? You know, so yeah, no, Durban's the place, 100%.
Durban is the place.
Durban is
you
the
got
place.
that?
Yeah.
Durban is home for him.
Yes.
Nobody else. So in like working, since you've collaborated with, there's different groups that you sometimes work with for events, like Cuban Culture Boys, of Varsity Mondays, yes. And then you've got your favorite MC.
MC Savvy. Yeah.
So with working with them, how's it been like? It's been good.
No, it's been good. I mean, they're all friends now as
They're
well.
all
Do you know
friends
what I
now.
mean? Yeah. So it's all good, and it's really good, and I love being able to support as much as I can. With the guys who are really trying to push, and they're doing it for the right reasons. And it's not easy. It's not easy because behind the scenes, if you're in it, you know that there can be a lot of issues when it comes to venues and
Yes, like we
payments
had
and
to
things
change.
like that. Mm.
Yeah.
So without going into too much, it can be very difficult. People are putting their own money into it, and then you can sign an agreement, and then after the event, you could have rocked the event. You got X amount of people in, you've sold X behind the bar, and then all of a sudden, oh no, I'm not paying you X, I'm paying you Y. It's like, okay, we're never working again. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
that's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, you've got to get the right people, man. You've got to get the right people.
Gotta get the right people.
The right venues as well. The right
Venues.
Mm.
Well, yeah, I've heard there's a lot of trouble with venues and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. I think it's definitely there's definitely an opportunity for venues to do things right in the nicest way possible.
So,
yeah.
since you've been in Durban, what are the places you've explored?
Oh wow, okay. So it's gonna be boring. It's Cape Town, Joburg. Oh no, in Durban. Where have I explored in Durban? I've been. I don't know. I mean, I love going. I love my favourite place to do gigs. Yeah, is in the townships. I love the townships.
The townships.
Yeah, I love the townships, man. Umlazi, Kamashu. The vibe's it's just different. It's just different. And that's why going back to and Kulu, that's why I love it so much there as well, because there's not much else around. Do you know what I mean? So when there's something on, it's like everybody comes and they're just so excited, and that's why I love it out there as well. So the further out that you get, the more excited people are. Do you know what I mean?
People get excited to see new faces, experiencing something new, something different.
Exactly, yeah.
So yeah.
Mm.
But then since you're saying you love Mzumkulu, wouldn't you go to another place? Maybe if they call you in PMB.
Of course, man. Yeah.
Then
We've been to PMB. PMB was cool. What was it? Aura in PMB, I think it was called. That was really cool. Again, very excited as well. That was good. So look, anywhere we've been to Richards Bay. We've been quite a few places. The radius is getting longer and longer. If the deal's good, we'll go anywhere.
We'll go
anywhere.
anywhere.
Yeah,
So in Joburg, have you ever played there?
In Joburg, no, I haven't played there yet.
But you're gonna play there.
Yes.
You're gonna play there. Don't worry.
Definitely, yeah.
They'll see you. They'll be like, "Hey, this Morgan,
Yes.
they're coming for you." In Cape Town.
Cape Town, no, not as yet. No.
But you've been there.
I've been there, yeah. Just obviously
to
visited,
see,
a couple of times. But yeah, it's just been Durban, KZN, surrounding areas. I think, like I say, we're really pushing on getting as far out around here as we can, and then hopefully it just grows and grows and grows. So
No, you growing. Don't worry.
fingers
We
crossed,
know.
man. Fingers crossed.
We know you growing.
Thank you.
So, what should we expect from you, in few years to come?
Yeah,
you're still
brilliant.
gonna keep on playing.
Absolutely, yeah, 100%. So one thing that I've not done yet, that I did do back home, is I used to run a couple of record labels back home. So once we've sort of established the brand from a production standpoint, and we've got a lot more releases under our belt out, the next stage after that will be a label coming out. So that's definitely on the cards. The events obviously are going to continue. Champagne Air, definitely a regular
Champagne Air.
event. We've got a couple. I want to be in a position where we're bringing back the Summer Fiesta brand as well. So that's going to be popping up at a couple of places. And yeah, I mean, big focus on the music side of it, on the production side of it, and get many good releases out that obviously spreads, because I think that's the key. You know, getting the gigs in Joburg, getting the gigs in Cape Town, you have to have music behind you 9 times out of 10. Obviously there's people who don't and still get gigs, that's great, but to get booked at premium events, the music needs to be there. You know, people need to be buying your stuff. So, and you know, when you go there, obviously people know who you are.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. Yeah.
So that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Okay. Anything? Okay. So, besides those future plans, what's your thought of the day?
Goal of the day.
Yeah.
Wow, it's my first day off in about 6 weeks. So.
6 weeks.
Yeah. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna tidy up. I'm going to watch a film on my own. That's my plan for the day. I'm very excited. Very excited about
You're
it.
Just going to stay home.
Yeah, I'm going to chill, man. I'm going to chill.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good then. So your thought of the day?
Thought of the day. So, thought of the day, wow. Hey, we're trying to come up with something really provoking and epic. You put me on the
So
spot.
think about it.
Okay. Okay. So if I was to offer anyone £1 million,
£1 million?
£1 million, yeah, would you say yes to that?
If you were to offer?
If I was to offer anyone £1 million, would you say yes?
Of course.
You would. Okay. 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 So.
But what are the terms and conditions?
Well, I'll come to that now. So, if you were offered £1 million, but it meant that you didn't wake up tomorrow.
Who didn't wake up?
If you took that £1 million,
Yes.
but the deal is you didn't wake up tomorrow.
Never.
It,
Your money, no way.
Can keep the money, exactly. So that goes to show that our lives are worth more than £1 million.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So remember that. Yeah. Okay.
So I'll remember that. So have you got any motivations for people who want to be in the industry just like you? Anyone upcoming and trying to thrive in the industry?
Absolutely. You know, I think one of the things that I love doing is supporting people.
Yes, you do
you know,
support a lot.
yeah,
I know
so,
that.
You know, just get out there, meet the right people, do the right things. Don't go too big too fast. You know, do it small, build your following, and practice and become the best at what you do. So yeah.
Thank you so much. So that's it from my favorite DJ, Morgan, that I always go to his gigs. I don't know, I just go. Like, whenever I see him on the poster, I just be like, boop. I pop up with my mask, and then I'll be like next to him, like, hey. And he's like, hey. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. So anyways, guys, thank you so much, Morgan. Can you please tell us your handles?
Yes.
Instagram.
Absolutely, thank you. So Instagram, Morgan_presents 2024. TikTok, Morgan Presents, and Facebook is Morgan. And YouTube is UKSA. YouTube is Morgan at UKSA. And yeah, hook it up. New single is out at the moment, which is Halababa on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. Please go and listen. Please go and download. We appreciate the support.
We will do that, guys. Don't worry. I already have it on my phone, so it's fine. I'm chilled. I'm checked on that one. Ghost Lady, don't forget to check out Hila. That song will make you sing unexpectedly, just like me. So yeah, guys, don't forget to go to our YouTube channel, Now Popular Studio. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, do the most on Morgan's page. Also, don't forget to follow him. Go to his YouTube page and like and subscribe towards him. And thank you so much to my camera crew, Smokey the Smokes, Nlebo, and E-Man. And shout out to my Ghost Lady. And hello, Apelele. We see ya. But anyways, from me, your host from You Can't Shazam It Podcast, I would like to say thank you. Love you guys. Don't forget to do the most on our page. Love y'all.
Thank you.